Shut up and sit down.
Yes, everyone, what's happening? This is Stephen Howson. Our kid is here, and that's rolling. How much of a nightmare is that? Fucking hell, we didn't have to start to one that went well, did we? Jesus, we've still got the fucking computer turned on.
Just wait for the dog now.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, is the dog coming? All right, let's go. Thanks everyone for joining us. This is episode 2 of Meat Pie. Me and our kid are here, and we're going to tell you what's been going on. So there's been loads of things that have happened since the last show on Thursday, and I'm sure there's going to be loads of things that happen before the next one. So first things first, Ronaldo drew with Spain.
Done all right there.
I had David De Gea as my fantasy league goalkeeper as well.
Bit of a mare, but I think there's an excuse for the goal from open play.
Really?
Yeah, let's see it.
All right.
See?
What am I looking at there?
He got took out by the Hyundai, didn't he?
Show me.
There you go. Oh, right up his arse. Claim whiplash there.
Did the ball come off the car? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, and Iceland drew with Argentina, but that's not what the Americans thought. I'm really glad the World Cup's going there in a couple of years. Commentary like that, oh my days.
What a goal. Oh.
Well, we're going to get into Messi and Ronaldo a little bit later after we've done the World Cup of beers. But yeah, I think
he had the chance, didn't he? Or the big chance of
he had all of the same things that Ronaldo had, but he didn't score from open play.
No.
He had the penalty, he had the free kick.
Saved by was that a film director or someone in Pack Salt?
Like 37-year-old or something as well.
Oh fuck knows. He was playing in the Icelandic 3rd Division 10 years ago, wasn't he? And now look at him saving penalties off Messi.
But to be fair to Messi,
he was getting crowded out, wasn't he?
He was very tightly marked.
Learning interesting facts on because I wonder why I generally didn't know why it was called Son at the end of it, but it's son of, isn't it? The Icelandic.
Yeah, and like all the chicks are called Dotter. D-O-I, D-O-T-T-I-I,
yeah. So there was loads of buzzing off it, a bit of factual information.
Oh, there's been some shit ones. Who was it come on the other day? I think it was the French game. Someone got subbed on, and they're like, oh, the guy's 5'5" and he's shorter than...
Oh, he's the same height as Kirsten Dunst and Mel from Mel and C.
I was like... I wish we had that clip, actually, because that would have been an absolute belter. I'm really enjoying watching all of the punditry that's coming on TV. I think Evra's been a breath of fresh air, and I'm loving how many United players are in the mix. But
Giggs is a bit of a boring cunt.
Yeah, this is pretty boring from Giggs.
My first training session with Carlos. He's organising something in training, and he turns to me and says, "Giggs, I want you to do this." And there's a little giggle around, when all the teammates have a little laugh at, don't call it gig, it's either Ryan or Giggsy. So when you hit the giggle, it just gets you back up a little bit. I said, listen mate, it's Giggsy or Ryan.
I think he'll see his arse of you because you called him Giggs as well.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry.
So,
Ryan, Giggsy. What a fucking boring story that is. Oh my... Did he actually say that on telly? Like, I'm going to drop this on telly.
I wonder what he does for his motivational talks with Wales.
There's things he could motivate people with, but we are not going to get sued by Ryan Giggs, so let's just leave that one and move straight on. Roy Keane brought his Death Star out of retirement.
Yeah.
When they're all over the place, like Nigeria is, to be fair. It's not bad to have you.
I fucking love that. Don't touch me. How about just don't fucking touch me, Slavan?
He was saying about him getting picked every game. He goes, maybe them two can tell you about that. Did you see that one?
No.
Because he was talking about like... Because he said England have named the team, allegedly, so he's saying like, manager used to tell us 2-3 hours before the game. He goes, generally it didn't bother me because I was always starting, but you maybe have to ask these two about sitting on the bench.
Fucking brilliant. I'll tell you what, Keno is awesome in a bit of a terrifying way.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is the return of the World Cup of Beers. Oh, before we get into the World Cup of Beers, what I really want from you guys is I want you to take a picture of the screen and I want you to tweet it to me with the hashtag, this one down here, here. Hashtag Meat Pie Pint, and I want you to send out those shots of you watching Meat Pie and a Pint with that hashtag over on Twitter. Let's roll the World Cup of beers. And we are back with the World Cup of beers. Me and Dave are going through all 32 of the countries, and those who have beer and those who've decided to participate are going to be ranked, rated, and put through to the next round, all the way through to the final. And that's how we're going. So we're going to
Are we just going to get started here?
Yeah, can we put that one in the fridge, please? Because I quite like that.
Stonhead Custom Lager.
Couldn't find a fucking bubble in that, could you?
Finish it.
Ugh! What the who the fuck thought this is a good idea? That is,
You just cheating again.
we done pretty well, haven't we, so far on this one? So here's us throwing a spanner in the works. Let's go.
So one,
One,
two,
two,
three,
three, show.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Germany wins. I'll finish that one. Chin chin. So today we have got Spain represented by Mahu. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. We've got Superboc from Portugal. I think that might be an early favourite for this group. Casablanca from Morocco. I was actually quite surprised that we'd have a Muslim country like Morocco that would have a beer, but there you go. 1919. Gold medal winner. Interesting. That might be a late surge for somebody. And then pomegranate juice, because Iran are also in this group. Right, let's get fired into it then, and let's see what the crack is.
They're all very similar.
Oh, very, very similar.
Go out a shot, mate.
And there we go, the Casablanca beer. Let's get that one in there. So, as you can see, I would say, from looking at those,
Well, similar.
I'm going to say the pomegranate one is definitely the darker of the four.
Yeah, I think it's probably got a bit more heaviness to the
I reckon
the beer.
the pomegranate there is definitely going to be the darker one. Casablanca one looks the lightest, just, I would say.
Yeah.
Looking at that, just looks about the lightest. Nothing in between Spain and Portugal.
No,
Mahu's coming in at 5.5%. Superboc coming in, I think it's 4.8. I think. If I can find it. Oh, it's 5.
It's 5.
It's 5.
That colour.
And we have got 5 as well from the Moroccans.
Right.
And I'm going to go with 0 for Iran and the pomegranate, but you never know. It's fruit after all.
Right.
It's fruit after all. Right, let's go straight.
Cheers.
I'm gonna try the Casablanca one. We're going to chin chin. Let's have a look.
Decent flavours.
It tastes like. Have a go at that. See what you think of that one.
Probably drank all the Spanish beer.
So top me up. Just fucking.
Those two are really similar.
Superboc.
Quite similar, actually.
Oh my god!
That's how similar it was.
The aftertaste.
Are you sure these you've not been mugged off and they're not the same beers? Stopping it on.
Superboc wins because the aftertaste on it is not as. It's not as harsh as the Spanish one. Casablanca's, dare I say it, a bit bland. Oh, not had the pomegranate yet.
Yeah, I think Superboc wins.
Yeah, that's pretty banging, to be fair. I'm saying Superboc 1, Casablanca 2, Spain 3. But there's nothing in it. I think that's going through on goal difference.
I don't know which. I don't think they're both.
How we ended up with Mahu representing Spain when we had Estrella and San Miguel and
Sam Woodcock.
Miguel.
Excuse me.
I think we've got some San Miguel up there actually.
Superboc definitely won.
Okay, top the group. Won every game.
Juice, not going to be bothered.
185 a day there, David. I'm putting
That's fucking awful.
I'm putting Casablanca through. Thought the aftertaste on this was just a bit.
Should we do a blind taste test?
Oh, okay.
Right, that's Casablanca, and then that. Just I'll shut my eyes and I'll say which one I like because you know what you like. So make sure you remember which one's which.
I don't even know which ones are which now.
So you've not moved any?
No, this
That's
is Casablanca. Okay, so one of these.
Ready?
No,
Have you done it properly?
no.
Are you fucking it up? Is that the same bit?
No.
It sounds. It really does taste similar.
That's not. You haven't Super Bowl.
I haven't. No, I haven't. Oh yeah, this is Superboc. That's the Spanish one. You said this one was Casablanca.
So you've given me Superboc, not the ones I wanted to try and compare.
You didn't say that. Rewind this and go and see what he said, because he didn't say that, did he? Aftertaste on this was just a bit.
Should we do a blind taste test?
Oh, okay.
Right, that's Casablanca, and then that. I'll shut my eyes and I'll say which one I like, because you know what you like. So make sure you remember which one's which.
I don't even know which ones are which now.
I did. I gave you fucking.
What's this one? Casablanca.
Jesus, we're gonna have to fucking start again and drink out the bottle now to really compare the fucking market. Jesus. Right. So that's excellent.
I wonder what that one's like after that, actually. I can see that being a bit strange.
The aftertaste of this is just a bit shit.
That's what I'm saying! Spain third.
Yep.
There we go. Casablanca goes through with Morocco. Shock. World champions Spain from a few years ago. Out again.
World champions.
Would have been
World
what?
Cup.
Have Morocco ever won it?
Well, they might do.
It's a giant killing.
They might
So
win the
there you
World
go.
Cup, it
Spain getting the fucking bin. Those two are going through. Back to the show. I tell you what, I'm absolutely enjoying these World Cup of beers. Are you guys enjoying the World Cup beers? Let me know in the comments. And before I go to the Meat Pie and Pint hashtag, get your tweets in. And before we do that, we're going to hit the Div Bingo. Not just quite yet. This gets a lot messier, the World Cup of beers.
Who won?
Me? Or maybe Dave, because he bails early. But I don't know if there's any winners out of it, actually. I'm not going to tell you who wins the tournament yet, am I? Because you have to wait and see for
Just
it.
you might slip up there, do you know what I mean?
No, but let me know in the comments if you're enjoying it, if you're digging this sort of thing. Right, should we have a look at Div Bingo? I think it's time to go.
Oh, there's got to be fucking loads of them.
To Div Bingo. Yeah, there's a few. Let's just get the right one up. And DJ, can you send us over, please? Let's see what we've got. Oh, and the thing's decided to stop. Let's just refresh that.
There you go.
There we go. So, here we go. I saw one earlier before. This seems to have been a popular thing at this year's tournament.
The fuck?
Where people are, like, making themselves into panini stickers. Now, we haven't got this in the category for what qualifies as Div Bingo, but you're a fucking div if you go into the match and you're doing this.
You'd be pissed off if you sat behind, wouldn't you?
Well pissed off. It's bad if you get someone with, like, a Fellaini head doing it, let alone some guy that's come in like panini sticker. Yeah, right.
And he's got his name there for the world to see. Yeah.
Fucking div. I mean, we're not even talking about his mate next to him here, who's wearing, like, hula necklace, and he's got a deflated football on his head, and his face painted. And I don't know, there's a guy obviously got some sort of wig here. Can you see the white hair behind him? Or this chap. I mean, can you imagine being sat behind them three lengths? Like, oh my fucking days.
Got to get in the spirit of it, haven't you?
There's getting in the spirit of it, and there's getting in the spirit of it. Now, Mexico has its own flavour of div. They go with the ones that go with the Mexican style wrestling masks. I got a bit of time for that, you know. Or you've got face painting and an absolutely monstrous hat. Where do we stand on the monstrous hat? Much like the guy that's come in dressed as a panini sticker.
Depends.
You're fucking wounded. If you, I mean, that's a traditional Mexican hat, so I've got time for that.
If he's got nachos and his dip in the top, do you know what I mean? Like Homer.
I mean, that's being a team player, isn't it?
Yeah.
If nothing else. And then look, another panini sticker. Can you imagine you walking into the ground, you're like, I am so original, check me out.
But he's not even done it well.
He's not done it well.
He's
done it for Modric. And he's got
his face
painting as well. Double Div Bingo. What an absolute tube. So that was what we're looking for Div Bingo. Cringy signs, a 69 shirt, jester hats, face paint, full kits, belly tattoos, fancy dress, or a wordy flag. We've not had any flags or belly tattoos yet.
Well, England are playing tomorrow, so
yeah, they've got absolutely nailed on to be seeing people dressed as knights. So we've got someone with a Messi poster here.
Is that Jordan Henderson?
And a white. What's going on with this beard and moustache combo here? I mean, do we need a special category for people dyeing their beards? I think we might.
Would you ever dye your beard?
I'm going to say no.
That means yeah. Fucking hell, what's going on here? It's like Tango Man, do you remember him?
Yeah, I do. He's in Russia at the minute. What the fuck is that?
Looks like Farky.
Can you imagine doing that and being like to your missus, can you just do like my back here for us? And she's just like... Div. But I think what wins it... That guy took that to a shop, 70 quid shirt, and was like, do me a favour, mate, wreck this shirt for me. Uruguayan, dressed as a Smurf. I think that's it for Div Bingo. Yeah, that is all we've got for Div Bingo. Let's have a look and see how we're looking on the old meat pie pint front. So let's have a look. Here we go, Kieran. He's not sent the beer in, but he's sent a picture of it in. We've got Will.
Yes.
I'm loving the can, mate. That is absolutely spectacular. Cantona. Get it?
No. Please explain.
Cantona.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I wish I was wide awake for that one.
Up all night with that one.
Yeah.
There's a can of Heineken from Marty.
Looks familiar, that.
Loving Heineken. Bottle of Martini.
Fucking hell.
Where I feel on that. I mean, he's going all out and he's going all out, isn't he? I mean, bottle of Martini. It's Sunday night.
I wonder if he took the picture, but then it's popped in his hand and it's gone all over his laptop.
Let's fucking have it. Oh, Rob's finally opened that bottle from the other night. That was a thing he'd
been screwing it fucking well hard.
Yep. Oh, we got another one coming up. Oh, here we go. It's the missus. Diesel's watching from home, so he's not going to shout at us this time. He's watching on the phone.
With a bottle of water.
Yeah, he's got a bottle of water. You need to be drinking, Diesel. It's unacceptable meat pie behaviour. Righty then, so give us your questions. And we are back with the World Cup of Beers. We'll maybe turn off the World Cup of Beers before we cut back to it, eh? How about that for an idea? Give us your questions, and our able-ish interns will throw them up on the screen for us to get into. But we are talking about Ronaldo and Messi, and like we said earlier, Cristiano Ronaldo drew with Spain, essentially, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't have a great performance minus the obvious contribution, but I think that's massively outweighed by the fact that, forget the open play goal, forget the penner, they're pretty run-of-the-mill things, really.
Well, he won the pen as well.
But I think he dived for the pen, if we're being honest.
I don't know, he got a touch.
It's not an excuse.
There's VAR, so VAR could overrule it.
I guess.
Do you know what I mean?
I guess. I think it's going to be really hard to overrule diving. I think that's because they'd be like, well, his contact.
Yeah, there's contact.
Not enough, is there?
I don't know. He stuck his leg out.
You know.
So.
But I think the free kick at the end.
Oh, unbelievable.
With how long it took, the fannying around behind it, and just no messing around. Like everyone's been saying, all the psychologists have been getting into the mixer, and they've been going, get it in your head, like just take everything away, couple of deep breaths, and just fucking top bins it.
But like Busquets as well, when he's fucking moving his head and his neck and everything, and he still can't get there.
It was an unbelievable free kick, and
there's some quality free kicks so far.
There has been some quality free kicks.
Like Kolarov one.
Is anyone blaming the ball yet? Like goalkeepers seeing their ass about the ball. That usually happens a weekend.
I don't know, because they're nowhere near them free kicks. Like nowhere near. I mean, Tony Kroos hit one as well, didn't he, off the bar? Keeper saved it, to be fair, which is a great save.
What's your best goal of the tournament so far? I think the top four's got to be Nacho's half-volley.
Oh yeah, that was
probably putting that at number one, to be honest with you. Well, Diego Costa's goal for Spain was pretty sick as well.
Great. I love the fact that Pepe got an arm to the face, neck even, or went down rolling around all in his face, realised not getting nothing, got back up, and he had to carry on. Because that would normally, the referee would probably give a free kick in that situation.
We've seen it done, haven't we?
But we've been told to obviously play on a bit more.
What's he done here by turning the bottom bar off? How about turn that back on? Thank you.
But yeah, I think when you look at Ronaldo, the situation...
I know what he's done. He's put it in on the bottom one, hasn't he? Instead of putting it in under the question. Jesus, what has been the best goal of the World Cup so far? All right, we was already talking about it from Fudgy. So you've got those two. What's your other two, do you reckon, if we had to top four?
Cherishev's outside of the left foot.
Or his first one?
Yeah, his first one. Yeah. But I think both technique on both goals was great.
Can I throw one into the mix that I'm sure Graham Souness isn't going to agree with, but I thought Paul Pogba...
Yeah, I thought that was great.
In terms of, like, how much do we want to see Paul Pogba doing that for United?
Driving forward, two.
Driving forward, giving a ball, receiving a ball, giving it again with one touch, receiving it, and then putting a ball in the back of net. Yes, it got a deflection. I don't give a shit. That is absolutely what you want to see from Paul Pogba. And aside from them, like I said, Kolarov's today, there's been some belting goals. What's your best game?
Best game? Well, it has to be Spain-Portugal. Can't top that, can you?
No, I really enjoyed Germany-Mexico today.
Oh yeah, I did. Germany's rush defending. Like,
I mean, shite defending.
well, yeah, shit defending.
But it was very, like we said earlier, it was very much like watching United for a lot of this season, that, wasn't it?
Well, they're surprisingly, not unsurprisingly, no pace and penetration, which...
Well, that's what I mean. There was a lot side to side. Dave did a tweet earlier with Ozil's pass mapping. Oh, it's hanging. The guy did fuck all.
Well, they were playing free in midfield, weren't they? Khedira, Kroos and Ozil, but then so were Mexico. But they were bypassing Ozil, and Ozil weren't getting involved. Fuck knows how he was there for the goal, like defending or trying to defend.
No, I've really enjoyed the World Cup at the moment. It's actually been really good times to watch all the games. The France and Aussie game was not a great game of football, and I didn't think VAR added to that. Now, what's your opinion on the VAR stuff?
I think it's worked well, me.
I think they're kind of getting the decisions right, but I'm not sure that they're going to them for the right reasons, and that's my issue with it.
I know Gary Neville said, like, you need someone, because it's taken him ages, like the people who don't know what they're looking at in terms of there, you need a producer, TV producer, and go, right, cut to that angle, yeah, quickly. That's probably the only thing. But
or the referee needs to have, like, a main window, which is what's playing, and then he needs to have, like, a thumbnail of all the other options available to him, and he needs to pick. Yeah, and like a little rewind.
Yeah, but that takes too long, though, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, because he's stopping the game, he's got to go and do it. While someone's making... I don't know why they have to be in a truck, by the way. Why can't they be in a studio? Yeah. And then it's not hard, is it?
Or why they're wearing full kit. Probably should be nominated for Div Bingo, to be honest with you, shouldn't they?
No, I think it's worked well, especially, like, obviously it's been trialled throughout the season, and you're like, oh, fucking killing the game. But
Gary Neville's got a real good point, because like when I had Keith Hackett in here, he was the former referee director, and he was the referee that first got the intercom. He was the director of referees when they introduced the intercom, and he said everyone was against it. He goes, but it's just communication. He goes, that's all you want, is you want your referee staff to communicate. He goes, and that's all he ever wanted, was to have them be able to communicate with each other. And he said, the way you should be using VAR, and I actually agree with his interpretation of how it should be used. His way of doing it is, it's just like the linesman. He goes, with the intercom system, he goes, a goal will be scored, and you'll go, Terry, was that onside? And he'll be like, yes, mate. And you'll be like, sweet, it's a goal then. He goes, the VAR needs to be the same thing.
Yeah, which I think it will be.
Eventually.
Yeah, because it's...
But that's the problem. The ref's going off to look at it himself. He needs to have the trust that the guy in the truck or the studio or in the stand watching the clips, like it's on a little bit of a delay and they can rewind. They'll be like, instead of hitting the liner, was that onside? And the liner will be like, it was onside for me. VAR, what are you saying? And they'll be like, one sec, we're just reviewing it. Yes, it's a goal, mate. That's what it needs to be, rather than... Or they need to be like... Dave, I think you missed that one.
Yeah, but as I say, it's been 6 months really since it's been introduced, so you're not going to get everything right in that 6 months. They're obviously going to improve it down the line. They'll probably get rid of linesmen altogether and just have a referee.
Maybe.
There was plenty of offsides where they've not given, or like they gave Mitrovic offside before when he hit that overhead kick, but it was onside. So that would have got overruled had it gone in. But then it's human error, isn't it? Still, at the end of the day, you're still going to get that. And
it's that definition of stuff where people go, oh, they're getting the right decisions, but they're killing the flow of the game. I would rather have that element of error, margin for error. Like, it would have pulled up like Maradona's hand of God. It would have pulled that up. That's an obvious thingy. They're going to see that and go, you didn't pull that back.
Didn't need to do it for Umtiti, did they, for his handball?
They would have pulled back like Terry Henry against that Ireland.
Oh yeah.
And what's the other major one that people always bring up? Oh, Lampard.
Yeah.
And they would have that would have been the sort of thing that gets overruled.
Or England's World Cup 1966.
Correct. I don't know actually, because we don't even know what the crack is with any of that, do we?
No.
Right, we've got another question. Let's have a look if we've got any more questions. Cam Waters says, what have you thought about the commentary, the likes of Mark Lawrenson? I'm amazed the guy's in a job.
I don't think he gives a fuck anymore.
Do you reckon he's just full on like not arsed now?
He's probably got his pension kicking in end of this tournament, hasn't he?
I hope so. Right, should we quickly jib onto the Fantasy League? I don't know how you guys have been doing, but I've been doing absolutely terrible.
I think I got about 3 points or something.
Let's see where it is. Has my phone decided to jib off it again? Let's have a look. There we go. So we are on with the fantasy team.
How many you got? 6 points. Smashed it.
I'm on 18 points.
Oh, 18, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's just out of shot there. But I've got, obviously, I had Dave as captain, didn't I? He's given me 2. Cheers. 2 from Trauco and Hakimi. I got 2 from Cruz and Willian and 2 from Werner. I'm reliant now on like De Bruyne, Forsberg, Lindelof, Lukaku, and Baka pulling me out of this
Still
shit.
got a few players to go, haven't you?
Should we see where I am in the league? I do, but let's see where I am in the league.
I've still got Lukaku as my captain.
I'm 10th in a Studio 68 Cup.
Out of how many? 10?
Out of 10. And I am 235th in the Meat Pie League. I will put the link to that if you want to join that in the description, or you guys can join it up there. You can see the code to come and join our league. So let's see who's first. So Mark Slater said he's here to create. Golovin as captain with 26 points, and Akinfeev in net. He's done all right there. Suffolk FC had Ronaldo as captain. Is that Callum in the corner here? Yeah, not bad. Absolutely second in the team. What's your team name there? Get Frimponged. Zainpan, Ronaldo as captain. I'm seeing a trend here about how it's been going down for people.
Waiting for Lukaku me to score 15 against Panama tomorrow.
DeBallers, that's a good team name from Joey Banner. Golovin captain again. You can see a trend with all these.
Can you make unlimited transfers before the next round of games?
I'm not sure you can. We've got Harry Davies there with Griezmann as captain and Coutinho. That's a bit of a different one to what we've seen. A weird formation though, gone with 6 defenders. That's a ballsy tactic.
5, mate. Can you not count?
No, I obviously can't. Right, let's go back to the main and let's see if we've got any more questions from you guys. I'm not really confident of doing too well in the fantasy, if I'm being completely honest with you guys.
Good job. There's no money on it, isn't there?
Yeah, there will be a prize for top unless it's Callum that comes top, and then
he just gets to keep his job.
Yeah, maybe. Right then, we have got England playing against Tunisia tomorrow. The first game. What do you want?
405 actually. Just get the likes on.
Oh right. Shut up, Abdul. Like the video and make Abdul's life happier. I think he's really nerding out about life. I don't sit here and ask for likes. It's not really my bag. So we've got England playing against Tunisia tomorrow. What's your thoughts on how that's going down?
Well, I think they'll do all right.
0-0.
Yeah.
0-0 and coming.
Well, we've got the most 0-0s. I think I said it a bit last time in the World Cup history. But looking at the way everything's gone, I mean, it's opening game, so you can't really read too much into it. I guess you want it as a building a foundation to set up for a decent tournament.
You got to win.
But yeah, they do have to win. I mean, I think Gary Neville said it. There's only one world-class player in England's team, and that's Harry Kane. Kyle Walker seemed to disagree, but then he didn't actually name anybody else as being world-class. And I probably tend to agree with him there. But would you say anyone else?
No, I really wouldn't. I think Marcus Rashford's got the potential to come and excite, and I think it's that sort of player, like a bit like Hervin Lozano did today against Germany.
Well, he'll be getting a move, won't he?
Lozano?
Yeah,
I think so. I'm sure he's already being linked with stuff to United as we speak.
No
People
doubt.
are like tapping the shit out of that.
No doubt.
We've got another question.
I think we'll win though tomorrow.
Big Bay says, if Savic was playing the way he is now in the season before we signed Pogba, would you assign between them two? You can't really say, can you?
Nah, I always wanted
tearing it up, man.
I always wanted Pogba back me. I was gutted. Every time I watched him play for Juventus, I was fucking wounded, thinking we'll let him go for nothing. I was so glad when he come back. I'm still glad he's back now because I think he gets a lot of shit, a lot of unwarranted shit.
Well, he said it today, then he come out and said it.
Did he?
Yeah, he come out and said it. Right, I think we're going to wrap it up there, but thank you to you guys for coming and joining us. There's loads more content coming out throughout the World Cup, so make sure you subscribe, and also check out the link below for Patreon as well, because there was a video released today, the reason why Fred has not been announced by United, and if one of these lot pulls the finger out, you might have a vlog on Patreon tomorrow as well, behind the scenes of this place. So thank you guys for watching. From me and our kid, go and give him a follow on Twitter. I'll see you on Tuesday night. Laters.
Peace.